Good evening, everybody. We have a pretty exciting webinar tonight, and the reason why we're doing this was because the response was overwhelming. We were getting emails, we were getting messages on Skype, Facebook. Everybody wanted to know what was happening with this campaign. What is all this software about? I've had a lot of requests from people asking if I could demonstrate the software, go into a little bit more detail, talk about what we were doing with the landing pages inside of Facebook, how we were collecting those audiences, a sneaky little trick that we're going to do with the Connect Reveal, just a lot of cool stuff, and I want to make sure I provide a lot of value, and I want to keep this down to about an hour. So the first thing I should have asked is I want to make sure if you could just go ahead and type over here in the window and let me know. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me first and foremost. Okay, got some high fives there. Awesome. And then also, if you would just type in the chat and let me know where you're from, just so I kind of get an idea. You can just put the state or the country or territory, wherever you're from. So I see North Carolina, New Zealand, Michigan, Ohio, Scotland, Nevada, Arizona, Germany, New York, Mississippi, Australia, let's see, Texas, California, Florida, Hawaii, Italy. Okay, cool. So I could do that all night, right? Like there's been a lot of hype around this webinar, so I just want to make sure that we watch the timing here because I tend to have webinars go 2 to 3 hours. I don't want to do that with this webinar. I want to keep it short, to the point, but I want you guys to walk away with a whole new blueprint to success, okay? So I'm going to share things that we're actually doing in our own online business. So here's the agenda. In the next hour, I'm going to tell you why I have scraped over 5 million Facebook IDs and why they are all scrapped, thrown away, kaput, see ya. And next, I'm going to show you this live campaign in action, the same campaign that I've been telling you guys about throughout the week. You're going to see this in action. And then I'm going to show you exactly how I created this campaign. And then once we're all past the whole campaign, everything we're doing with the landing page, everybody wants to know, what is this software about? How does it actually work? What are the benefits of it? Why did you switch over to using it? And I'm going to tell you that I have used every Facebook marketing software out there, all the softwares that scrape user IDs and scrape the groups, the pages, the profiles. Trust me, I've done all that stuff. I don't have anything bad to say about any of them, but I will tell you that the one that I'm using now is keeping me organized, and it definitely takes things to the next level. Then we're going to talk about something that I've preached about for years, and that is getting to know your audience, because when you know your audience, you can get really fine targeted with them, and that's when you start to make the real money, when you start understanding what their needs are, what their likes are, what they like to do on their off time, what your age group is, where they live. Well, then you can get really laser focused with your targeting, especially with Facebook. But we're not going to use two of the most widely known platforms, which is Quantcast and Alexa. We're not going to use those in this presentation. Then I'm going to show you a sneaky little trick to build your email list, and it's going to build your audiences in Facebook at the same exact time. And this trick here is not what you see on typical solo ads where people just enter their email and then they get redirected to another page. What this trick is doing is it's actually pulling the email out of that Facebook profile account. So if you think about the email that's tied with your Facebook account, it's probably not just some junk Gmail account like we're used to seeing with solo ads and other type of methods, okay? The email that you're using with Facebook is usually pretty legitimate. You like to get those updates. And then finally, we are going to conclude with a simple little integration that I am doing with that trick, because I can show you the trick and I could turn you loose and give you the resource, show you exactly how to do it. But my fear is you want to be able to put all the pieces together, because it took me a little while to put all the pieces together with my existing theme. So we're going to be working with WordPress tonight. I know we're talking about Facebook marketing. You guys are used to working with the apps and everything right there in your browser. Tonight we're going to be working with WordPress and plugins, which we haven't seen in quite some time, and this easy little integration is going to take place with WordPress. Okay, so that's the agenda for tonight. I actually don't have a slide presentation. I'm shooting from the hip. I'm going to demonstrate everything to you live, and hopefully you can walk away with just a new sense of what you should be doing in your online business. And I'll tell you, Facebook marketing is not hard. Once you're able to get focused and you're able to really just target in on the things that are working, and when you start to see a little bit of success, you just scale them up. And you don't have to have a lot of tools. You don't have to have a lot of resources. But since I am in marketing, I'm always out there looking for the next best thing. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about these 5 million IDs that I scrapped. So if you look here at the date of this folder, this is my desktop, and it's very clean right now. That's not always something that happens. But you'll see that I have this folder here called FB Extraction. And inside there, you'll see that we have all these folders here. This is just one folder. This is what my outsourcer was using just to go through their training. And what I did was I actually went and created a video for them, and I taught them exactly what I wanted them to do to go and scrape audiences from Facebook. Now, I'm not going to mention any softwares. I'm not going to put anybody down. I'm not going to say anything negative, but you guys might recognize the software on the screen. And we were using this software, and we were scraping audiences around the clock. I actually had outsourcers that were logged into this back computer here, and they were following my exact steps, and that's how we scraped over 5 million IDs. So this is one of my profile accounts, and all of these people here, everybody you see, we scraped everything about that user, every group, every fan page they belong to, every profile they have, friends of friends, we scraped every part of it. Over 5 million. Yes, we have them, but the problem is it's not in an organized fashion. So I'm pretty much back to the start, wasted money with outsourcing, wasn't really that organized with this whole thing because I kind of thought the tools I was dealing with at the time were the best I was going to get. I'm about to show you a tool tonight that proved that whole theory all wrong. And when I saw how this tool works, how fast it is, how efficient and how organized it is, I just looked at all this data and said, screw it. I'm willing to start over, lick my wounds, and lesson to be learned there. But technology is always changing, so you just got to do the best with what you have at the time. So that is kind of my history of these 5 million IDs, how I got them, how much money I spent to get them. It was a lot of work to do that, but we've got a much better solution for you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the campaign. You guys have maybe seen this campaign already. This here, I want you to pay attention to the link up at the top. Do you notice that this says Facebook.com? I have an affiliate marketing page inside of Facebook. And I've got this video here with a strong call to action. I've got a button below this video. When you click that button, you get taken to the actual offer where I get paid when I make a sale. And then I've got this beautiful sales layout down below. Okay? And I will tell you that this is all one graphic. If I could just highlight the whole thing, which I don't think I can, I could actually show you that this is just one continuous graphic inside of my Facebook fan page, okay? And we're going to come back to this because I'm going to talk to you about these bonuses. I got my good friend, Dr. Ben. He's got a bonus in here. We have a lot of amazing stuff for you, but I just wanted to show you the overall campaign. Now, what I'm able to do with this, I'm going to show you how I actually created this page, how I dropped in the video and the buttons and put the image in. It was very easy. Maybe you guys already know how I do this, but there's a lot of you that have said, hey, how are you doing that? Are you using static HTML or what are you using? And I'm going, well, I guess you missed it the last couple months because I will show you exactly how I'm doing that, okay? So I'm able to drive traffic straight to this page from my list, from solo ads. If you go do a search on YouTube for this keyword, you'll find that we're in the top of YouTube. And then I'm also able to drive the right-hand ads that you usually see on Facebook. Let me go ahead and show you. These ads right here. Okay, these ads right here, I'm able to drive them straight to that page. Let me get back to that page. Okay, I'm also able to do sponsored posts. I'm able to do dark posts. Okay, I'm able to do all of this stuff, and I drive them straight to this page, which is an affiliate offer. Now, everybody says that you can't do that without cloaking. I'm here to tell you that I have lots of offers out there, even on ClickBank, that I'm using Facebook for, right? I'm literally taking people from the ad straight to ClickBank, and I'm not getting in trouble. I'm getting them approved right away. In some cases, I'm seeing an 11% click-through rate driving straight to ClickBank. I'm doing it with a Disney offer. Now, the problem is the offer is not converting like I would like it to, but the ad is converting like crazy. So this is the actual campaign, guys, okay? Pretty awesome. And it converts like crazy because you can just drive your traffic here, and Facebook will reward you because you're keeping them in their network. If I were to take an ad and send them over to chatnicely.com, they're going to be really pissed off, and they're going to charge me more money than they will if I keep them inside the fan page. So if I come over here to my fan page, I'll go ahead and show you. I've always got campaigns running all the time. Like this is a new one we're doing. 12,732 people saw this post. We just started running that recently. This campaign here, guys, is converting to a $6,800 sale. So if you want to learn how I'm doing that, stay tuned because we have some really cool stuff coming up for you on how to put together automated sales funnels. $6,800 a sale. We actually had another one today, all working around the clock on autopilot. It is beautiful, okay? So just make sure you stay in touch with me and everything else, and we'll have some advanced training coming up. And I can even take you by the hand and help you with your webinars and help you set up these automated systems so that you could be making, I don't know if you'll make $6,800 a sale. That's a pretty lucrative offer, but you can make, $2,000, $3,000 a sale all on autopilot, okay? But if I open this stuff down here, you see that I'm always playing with different things. I definitely use lead pages quite a bit. I'm going to come over here to this one that says storefront, and I could change out that thumbnail icon if I wanted to, but here's the page. So you can see where it's living. This page is living right here inside of my fan page. And I don't worry about likes and stuff for this page. There are strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you because a lot of people have asked me, well, how do you get to the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 fan mark? Yes, we have done that. There's a very clever way to do this. It doesn't cost a lot of money. I've got a course called Fan Page Kickstart coming out, and I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process. I'm going to actually give you assignments and hold you accountable to make sure that you are actually building up your fan base. It'll consist of 3 live events. And guess what, guys? When you participate in the opportunity I'm about to share with you tonight, I'm going to give you a free ticket to Fan Page Kickstart along with the other bonuses we have there. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but I just kind of want to show you what is happening here with the advertising. Okay, so it's right here inside my fan page. So let me go ahead and open that back up real quick. Okay, now I'm going to show you how fast I created this. Now, this is a little strategy I have. Okay, I did an introduction video. This serves as a pre-sale. This video is different than what you would see on the sales page because it has me in the video. And it just kind of tells them, look, here's why I am using the software. Here's what it's done for my business. Here's how easy it is. It tells them all about that. It allows me to kind of warm up to them before I actually sell them. I recommend that you do the same exact thing. Okay? And then this is an image up here. And then we know that we have an image down here. And then we just have our buy button. Not real hard. Once I had this done, this image here, because you guys know that I'm really good with graphics, Took me about 2 hours to do because I wasn't able to do it nonstop. I was getting interrupted. But again, when you go through my Photoshop marketing, you have learned that you can take this group here, clone this group, drop it down here, and just change out your text, swap out your picture, and you can create a page like this fairly fast. It doesn't take a lot of time. So if you want to learn how to do that, make sure you look into Photoshop marketing, and you can do everything that I'm doing here on the screen. But I definitely want to stay on track tonight, okay? But I know I'm going to get a lot of questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to type in socialministore.com/product. Now, this was created by my good friend Karthik Ramani. I was very involved with this launch. I think I did the sales video for this launch, and I love this software. This software launched probably about a month ago. It was a $100,000 launch. It did very, very well, and the reason being is because there's definitely a need for this software, and it's so very easy to use. So the first thing you're going to do is I am now logged into the Social Mini Store, and it is integrated with all of my fan pages. So if I pull this menu down here, here's some of my fan pages. These are just the fan pages tied with this profile. Guys, I won't even tell you how many Facebook profiles I have, but they each have fan pages for that specific niche. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull down this one that says Chat Nicely. And as soon as I do, I'm going to show you how I was able to create that page. Okay, so here it is. Now, if I come over here and say Save and Preview, I'm having a little bit of problems with my browser, so let's see if this works. Okay, here is the actual page itself. You can see that the video is not being played right now. That's fine, but we have an image up here. Okay. And you can see here's the image properties, and then we have a buy button. I don't want to open that up yet. And then we have an image here. I could go and swap out this image, and then below that one image we have a buy button. See how simple this is? Now you probably don't yet because I'm going to show you how simple this is. So here's how this works. We have these blocks over here on the left-hand side, and I told you my browser was having some issues. We'll see if it clears up here. I'll go ahead and reload it. Okay, it's waiting. Okay, there we go. So we have these blocks over here on the left-hand side, and I can simply, if I want to put a header in my page, I can drop this block right here. I can open this up, and I can make a new header. Okay? And then if I want, I can take it, and there's a WYSIWYG editor and everything else. I can make things bold, italic, whatever I want to do. If I want to put a different background color in there, I can do that. There's tons of stuff I can do. If I want to enable the Facebook comments below the header, I can do that. Okay? I'm going to keep this very simple. My point tonight was just to show you the software I'm using, but I don't want to go into a lot of detail with this specific software right here because I want to show you the Facebook marketing tool. Okay, this is how I created that landing page though. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this banner here, which is this image called h1.png. Tell you what, now that I know what the image is, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and pull up another fan page. I'm going to create a different bonus page. Okay, I'll show you how easy this is. So we'll go ahead and reset it. We're going to start from 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in a banner. And I'm going to come over here and see if I can find it. I'm going to come to my desktop, and I think this is my banner right here. I'm going to go ahead and say, actually, it's not that one. Let's see. What is it called? What is it called? Is it? I'm trying to think. H1. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, there it is. H1. So I'm going to say open. Okay, so there is my header. I'm going to go ahead and say close. Now watch this. Save and preview. Okay, you can see there is my header. So I'm going to go back. See how easy this is? Now the next thing we want to do is we want to put in a video. So we're just going to go ahead and take our video, and I'm going to open it up all the way. Okay, and I'm going to come over here to YouTube. Watch this. YouTube.com. I'm going to come to my video manager. And it's not that I'm real great with this stuff, guys. It is just so easy to do. I'm going to click on this video here. I'm going to come over to share. To occur, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and grab, I believe it's this embed code. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put that embed code right here. All right. And then I want a button below the video. So I'm going to go ahead and put this button here. And for right now, I'm just going to send it to one of my sites. Okay. And I'm going to say close. Now, we don't have to preview this, but I want to make sure you get this. I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Preview. And now we should see a preview of what we have so far. All right, so now we have our header here, we have our video, and we have our button. Now, I would like to have a little bit of space between the header and the video, so that's not a problem. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I'll go ahead and take my spacer, and I'll put that, let's see, right here, and we'll do like 15 point, okay? And for horizontal line, I don't need a line. I'm going to go ahead and say close. That's going to put in my spacer. And now I'm going to go ahead and put that image below the video. So let's see if I can find that. I'll say upload product image. And I think it's this one right here. I'll go ahead and say open. Okay, you can see that it's loading right here. It's very fast. And then below that image, remember, we want that other button. So I'm going to go ahead and put this button here. And the link is going to be, okay, and then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click close, and I'm going to click save and preview. And guys, I believe that we are done. Okay, now there's more features with this tool, but again, I don't want to go into the whole tool. All right, so there is the actual page itself. There's the button at the bottom. Then I can change out this background if I want to. But if I come over here to publish, here's the link that we are going to use in our emails, on our videos, on all that stuff. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, we'll let it load here in a minute. Usually it's not that long, but I'm definitely having problems today. Okay, there it is right there. There's our page. It's done. I mean, I can promote this from my email right now. Now, maybe the gray background will do better than the white background. Who knows? Something to test, okay? The other thing I can do is I can come over here and I can click this as a pop-up, and I can take this code here, and it's going to make my page a pop-up. I can take this right here, and this is code to use for WordPress. Okay, I can go put this into WordPress, or I can come over here and I can download this as a zip file, and that's my HTML code. So then I can just drop it in my server. So you can see how easily you can do this. So if you just want to target this page here just for Facebook ads, that's okay. You can do it, right? But then what we can do is we can come over here and we can download it as HTML, and maybe the HTML is what we use for our solo ads or for our email campaign, right? My point is you don't have to make this page over, okay? Very simple to do. So that is how I am creating the campaigns that you are seeing, okay? That's exactly how I do it. No secrets. There's going to be a button that's going to open up over on the right-hand side. I'm not only going to have this offer where you can go and grab this software, the Social Mini Store, in that page, but I'm also going to have the opportunity I'm going to talk to you about as far as extracting the Facebook IDs. Okay, so that's how this works. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show you with this page. Again, as soon as they click the button, it's going to take them directly to the affiliate offer. This page serves as a pre-sale. It allows me to add my touch to it. I am able to put in my introduction with my video, so I'm the first one that they see, but it also allows me to put in my own bonuses. That makes this offer so much more lucrative, and they're better off buying off this page than they are just a normal page. Why? Because they're going to get more bonuses from me. Okay? So that's how I'm doing it with these campaigns, and again, do it inside of Facebook so that you can get cheaper clicks. And I don't care if you use the Power Editor or if you're using the Ads Manager, it really doesn't matter. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close down Facebook for the time being because I think you guys understand how that works. I'm going to go ahead and close YouTube. And now I'm going to go ahead and let's go. Let's do this. Let's come over here to chadnicey.com. This is my blog. I'm going to go ahead and log into the back end of my blog, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. And we're making really good time tonight. I'm glad with that. Okay, so we'll come over here. I'm now in the back end. You can see that I've got 346 comments to approve. I definitely need to do that. I'm trying to get better with blogging again. I used to be an authority blogger, but everything with Facebook and video marketing and product launches has kind of distracted me lately. So this is something I will be getting to here real soon. But over here on the left-hand side, do you see this little area right here that says Data Reach? And do you see this menu that extended here? This is a WordPress plugin. One-click install. So if I come over here to my plugins, I'll show you the ones that are active. I've used a ton of plugins in the past. You can see that here is the Data Reach plugin. Okay, it's a matter of uploading your plugin and then clicking Activate. Now I will tell you it's a little bit tricky. You have to use a Facebook App ID. Okay, you're going to have to go to their developer source and get the app ID, the secret key, all that stuff. But I will also tell you that I've been on support with the creators of this plugin, and they've been extremely helpful, and I know they will be helpful for you as well. And they have a support desk and everything else. I'm very impressed with that. I think it's very important whenever you make any kind of investment in your business that you have support there to back it up. And we're going to talk about that when we get to our bonuses, okay? So I'm going to come back down to here to this Data Reach. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this campaign. Well, before we go to campaigns, let's come here to settings, okay? And I'll show you, this here is my Facebook app. I created this. It's free. You're going to do that inside of Facebook. And if I were to click on this, it would show my credentials over here. It would show my secret ID, app ID. I don't want to do all that, but it's very easy. You just come over here, you click Add New App, and then it'll ask for your app ID, your app name, your app secret, and then you're able to add it. Earlier I had 3 different apps in here that we were trying different things. You're going to see the possibilities with this tool, and frankly they are endless. Okay, the sky is the limit. So that's how you get set up. Once you install the plugin, you go into Facebook, you set up your app ID. It's free. You put the credentials in here. You can come down here and you can click Test, and this will test your app to make sure you get a green light. As soon as you do, you're good to go. Okay, just make sure you click Update Settings after you put all that information in there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to Campaigns. All right, now here's some of the existing campaigns I have just for this domain. Since this domain is chadnicely.com, I'm trying to keep it to internet marketing, make money online, affiliate marketing, Facebook marketing, but we're involved in so many other niches like diet, anything health related, real estate, any of that stuff, okay? And so tonight what I'm going to demonstrate to you, because I think it's the one that you're most familiar with, is internet marketing and Facebook marketing and stuff like that. Here's how this works. First thing we do is we come over here and click this button and we create a new campaign. So if I just think off the top of my head, let's do something like, let's see, do I have video marketing? I have video marketing. Nope, I don't. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to number all of my campaigns. So for me, anything with a 1, and this is how it shows in my autoresponder as well, anything with a 1 has to do with internet marketing. So you can see over here that that is I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. CPA marketing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, webinar marketing, social media marketing, Facebook marketing, Power Network, internet marketing, SEO. Okay, anything with a 1, I know that if I'm just promoting some kind of offer with affiliate marketing, I just go grab all of my 1s. Now that's a sneaky little trick. So if you have Aweber or GetResponse or something and you're creating your list, well, you can do the same thing. If I show you my Aweber, it says 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and there's like 500 lists that start with 1. And whenever I go and do just a general marketing campaign, I just go select all the 1s. Now, you can see here, and I just did this for example, I have 2 here. Well, 2 might have stuff to do with diet, right? So I might have 20 different campaigns in here all dealing with diet, right? So we have diet, weight loss, juicing secrets, it doesn't matter. They might all start with 2. So if I'm going to go and do a promotion with some kind of diet, well, I'm not going to grab the 1s. Instead, I'll grab the 2s. And I think we have real estate as number 5. We have public speaking as number 6. It really doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason. That's just how I've organized things, and I know what those numbers mean. Okay, it's all internal, has nothing to do with your marketing at all. It just helps you stay organized, which is half the battle in this business. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here, click this button, and what I just said a minute ago is we'll do 1-video marketing. Okay, I'm going to click save. As soon as I did that, it's going to create, as soon as I do that, it's going to create a campaign right here inside of this administration. So now you see that we have 1-video marketing, but there are no leads inside of this list. What that means is I can go and put as many lists as I want inside this campaign. It's going to keep me all organized. Do you guys see the value here? This is what makes this tool so much different from everything else out there. Everything else, what do? We type in a keyword and we extract all of these lists, right? So then we have all these spreadsheets and all these CSVs and all these notepad files all over the place. That's what happened to me with those 5 million extracted IDs, and I couldn't organize them. I couldn't figure out what belongs to which group did it come from, which list does it belong to. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, so you pretty much just have to throw it all away and start over like I'm doing now. But now we're doing this in an organized fashion, and you can too, because it's all being done right here inside of WordPress. So now that I've created this campaign, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click search. Now, this is going to be familiar to you. Obviously, our keyword is going to be video marketing. Now, I have some options here. I can go and I can search for Facebook groups with video marketing as a keyword. I can go search for Facebook pages, and this is very similar to the other tools out there. It pulls most recent comments, right? Because you can't just go and pull members out of a page, but you can pull the members that are very active in the group, all right? So we can pull by the pages. We can pull by status update, and when you get in this members area of this product, they're going to show you how you can do this with Teespring and a lot of other cool campaigns. I'm not going to go there with the T-shirts or anything. It's not my gig. I have found that to be a very complicated system, but a lot of people are out there making money with them, and they're going to tell you all about what you can do with the T-shirts with this software. And then finally, we can go and we can just search for people. Okay, so if I search for people, it's going to go and it's going to find profiles that are tied to video marketing. And you can see this saying it's showing 1 of 10, or actually 1 to 10 of 23 entries. Well, that's okay. I can go ahead and see all of them if I click 100. Now we have all the people that are involved with video marketing. I can click this here, and it's going to go and grab all these people. We can do the same thing with status update. We click search, and what it's going to do is going to go look for any update that has video marketing inside the post. So if we go look at this one right here, you can see that Vicky mentioned video marketing on steroids. Okay, somehow she's tied in with this post. That's why she's involved with it. All right, we can come down here. This one from Weak Women, we can look at her post. All right, 5 killer video marketing tips. These are all people that you can target with your offer. And once again, we would just click this here, and this would go and check all of them, and then we could extract all of these people. I'm going to do this here in a minute. We can do the same thing with the pages. Okay, we click search. It's going to go find pages, video marketing solutions, SEO and video marketing, SEO and video marketing. And then what you can do, and this is the same thing with the groups, just come over here and click this guy, and it's going to show you how many likes are in that group. Okay? And then what you can do is you can go and you can extract those likes. All right? See how fast this information comes in? It's faster than any tool I've dealt with. All right? So look at this one here, 16,078 likes. So what we can do now is we can say, okay, well, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, and let's go ahead and get the Mojo one, let's get this one, let's get this one, and this one. And then you're going to come down here to the bottom, and you're going to click Process Selected, or grab likes and members. It depends on which one of these campaigns you're on, okay? So that's how that works. But the one that I want to show you, since we're limited on the time, is the groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click groups. I'm going to click search. And as soon as I do, you see that all the data is loading with all these groups. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and click this here. And we can see how many members are in these groups, because obviously we don't need to extract a group that has 0 members. I don't even know why they have a fan page at all. Or actually, it's a group, right? Just go ahead and click these here. And this will give us an idea what we're dealing with. I'm going to go ahead and keep going, okay, because this is going to be a real extraction. I want to show you how this works. I'll get about 8,000 just for the sake of this video, okay? So let's see what we got. This one here, 4,468 members. I want this one here, 2,938 members. This one here, 224 members. This one here, 832. Watch this, guys. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. I'm going to click Process Selected and see what it's doing. It's fetching the unique IDs, okay? So there, it just grabbed 4,468. Now it just grabbed 7,152. Now it just grabbed 7,337. And now we're at 8,120 unique IDs for the term video marketing in 13 seconds. Now I'm going to click Add to Campaign. I'm going to select my campaign, okay, 1-video marketing, and I'm going to click Save. And there we go. That's how fast you can extract unique IDs into your campaigns. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over here to Campaigns. And you see that it's loading. And now you see that our campaign for video marketing has 8,120 unique IDs. Now, what we can do is we have actions over here where we can run a cron job. I'm not going to talk a lot about that because I don't want to confuse you guys, but we can download them. We can edit the campaign, or we can just delete the campaign, okay? So once you get this where you want, let's say you have 50,000, 60, 75,000 targeted leads. Remember, and I've proven this, Facebook will reward you when you're using targeted campaigns, okay? I ran so many case studies lately, and I promise you that's the case. Facebook will reward you for running targeted campaigns. So you want to get as many targeted leads as you possibly can into this campaign, and it doesn't just stop there. You can keep building it and building it and building it and building it, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to download it and you're going to load it into Facebook. And what's cool is you don't even have to use the Power Editor. You can use the Ads Manager. All you're doing is creating a custom audience and loading that list. It really is that easy. So do you see how this software keeps you organized? That's what I'm so excited about, because I know that I'm going to be able to use this data as long as I can stay organized, okay? And to be honest with you, you're probably on this call tonight because you came in through a Facebook ad or some kind of advertising, and I was using custom audiences to bring you in, okay? Do you see how this is working? It's awesome stuff, and it's not hard to do, right? We can create as many campaigns as we want. Let's say that we're going to do, let's see, 6 is real estate for me. I'm going to do real estate, okay? I'm going to say Save. All right, campaign's created. We're going to come down here to search. And now I'm going to search for real estate, okay? And see what it says. It says you need to select what you're looking for. So I'm going to select groups again. I'm going to click search. Groups are my favorite. I've had the best success with groups, okay? But it doesn't matter. You can extract from all of these media types if you want. So let's see what we got. Remember, we're going to have it display 100, all right? So let's go ahead and open this up. Now, I am in the process of putting together a highly targeted coaching program for real estate agents, right? It teaches them SEO, video marketing, social media, Facebook advertising, all that stuff. It helps them brand themselves, all right? This will probably be a $10,000 ticket. Do you think I can use this data here to sell that program? Because I will tell you right now, I definitely can. All right, so real estate investing, that's not so much something that I want to target. But if I want to see it, I can click this here, a new tab opens, and we can actually see the group. We can see what the group is about, okay? And I don't know, it looks like a bunch of advertisements in here. So secret YouTube techniques makes me, okay, so we probably could actually go after this group. All right, see how fast I was able to open that? So we'll go ahead and grab this one. We'll grab this one. And let's go ahead and grab real estate on Facebook. All right, 3 groups here that consist of about 12,000 members. It's going to take a little bit longer, but guys, I'm not going to stop it like most webinars do and just say, oh, okay, we'll come back to this because it's going to take some time. I want to show you how long this actually takes, okay? So the first thing it's going to do is going to fetch the UIDs. All right, so it just got 1. And now I've got 2. Okay, you can watch the users change here. And now it got 3. All right, now we can go ahead and download those users to a sheet right now, or what I recommend you do is add them to our campaign. So we have real estate. We're going to go ahead and click Save. And now this will take a little bit longer. Well, actually, I'm wrong. I ate my words. Look at there. It's already saved. Okay, so what was that saved in? Like 2 seconds. So we're going to come over here to Campaigns. And you can see that now we have 12,000 plus leads inside of real estate. Guys, I could literally scrape over 1 million leads overnight, right? You can go find your target markets, okay? Create your campaigns, find out what the keywords are, okay? Select all those boxes, even if they have like 12,000. There's some groups that have like 50,000 members in them. It's okay. Click all those boxes and then hit that button and extract all that information. You can use this information over and over and over. Now, I deal with a lot of local marketing. I deal with a lot of real estate, doctors, and attorneys. Do you think this information is valuable? Yes, it is. Now, am I going to go and give this information to them? No, I'm not. But will I go and create campaigns for them? High converting campaigns. Maybe set up webinars for them. Maybe set up their sales funnel. Maybe set up their ads. Whatever I want to do, and use this information here. Yes, I will. Do you get it? Doctors, attorneys, real estate, plumbers, interior decorators. It doesn't just have to be for the stuff I do. Okay, this can be for anything. Diet. We have offers with solar power. We have offers in the dating niche, not as much as we did before, but we have offers in virtually every kind of niche you can think of, okay? And all we're doing is going after targeted leads. And I can't show you some of the other campaigns we have here because we have gotten just laser-targeted micro niche on some of our keywords. And I can't release that information to you, but we're doing the same thing. It's just not in internet marketing, okay? Same exact way. Now, once you understand this, okay, I'm really trying to simplify this for you. Create your campaign, take your main keyword, and go and scrape it. Take the keywords, tie it to the main campaign, download your list, and learn how to do Facebook marketing. If you don't, we have plenty of courses out there to teach you how to do that. So does Ben Atkins, okay? You can jump aboard with either one of us, and as long as you have these custom audiences, you can do this, okay? And it's up to you how far you want to go. If you want to just go and sell T-shirts like some people are doing for 12 bucks a piece, you can do that. If you want to do like I'm doing and set up complete automated sales funnels and sell $6,800 tickets, then hit me up after you watch this presentation because I can lay that whole entire strategy out for you. Now, it's going to cost you. I don't work for free, but I'm definitely open to working with people and helping you take your business to the next level. And it's so much more than just being an inspiration and a coach, right? Like I have an actual blueprint that I'm going to work with you and we're going to put it together. If you want me to co-host a webinar with you, then we can do that, right? Sky is the limit what you can do here. But my point is we're going to use all of these leads to target whatever offer it is we choose to create, okay? It's very important that you learn how to find targeted leads. And it's even more important that you learn how to drill down those leads, okay? So in the past, what I've done is I've taught you to take these keywords here and go find some of the top sites inside of Google for those keywords, and then we would go and we would spy on them. We would use like Quantcast, we would use Alexa, and we would find out the demographics for those sites. We would want to know the age, the ethnicity, we would want to know where they're living, what their interests are. What if I told you that this tool will do all of this for you, and you can be building a list inside of Aweber or your favorite autoresponder, and you can be building up your custom audiences at the same exact time? Pretty cool, right? Type over here in the chat if you want to see how we do that, because I'm not going to continue. I want to make sure, are you guys getting a lot of value out of this webinar? I first want to make sure that you're getting a lot of value. Are you starting to see the light and how powerful these tools are that I'm showing you? And I'm giving you a lethal combination. If you put together that landing page that I just showed you with the social mini store, and you combine it with a data reach extraction tool like I'm showing you here, and you stay organized, and then you go and put together this secret weapon that I'm about to show you, guys, this is lethal. It's dangerous, right? You can make a lot of money doing this stuff. Trust me. When I first heard years ago, back in 2008, Ryan Dice days, that people could make money with Facebook, I said, BS. That's a social media network. You can't make money with it. Well, Facebook has grown into the biggest social media network ever, right? Like last I checked, it was a quarter of the world's population, right? So wherever the people are, we just need to learn how to monetize it. And Facebook has given us all the tools to do that, all right? And I've given you 2 tools that you can definitely use with Facebook marketing immediately, tonight, right after this webinar, okay? So let me get to the secret weapon. I'm going to show it to you first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I created the page, because it's kind of tricky. Now, I'm just using a free theme with this page. I'm about to put in a mobile-friendly theme with this page. I'm definitely going to start paying attention to my blog. I had a lot of success with my blog. At one time, I was up to $500 a day with my blog. But, you know, you can only do so much, right? And I got tired of messing with outsourcers and everything else. But I definitely need to pay more attention to my blog. So you're going to see this change here in the near future. But my point is this. This is just a general theme. So hopefully you guys are familiar with lead capture pages. Let me go ahead and show you if I can log in here. Let's see, my.lead. Yeah, so I don't want you to use this, not with what I'm going to teach you tonight, but I'm going to just show you some of the more popular ones, some of the ones that we do, so you can get an idea. Okay, so let me just go and do this. Okay, so I'm logging into my lead pages, and we use them a lot. I'll come over here to alt templates. I'll come over here to this here. Okay, and so here's all the pages that we use. And so if I just come over here to this one, which is only had a 10% conversion, I'll go ahead and click on this, and I'll say View Page. This is what a lead capture page looks like, or a squeeze page. Now, we have a sneaky little trick, and what you do is you take this page here, and it doesn't have to be this page, just a lead capture page, something that converts better than 10%. Most of our lead capture pages convert at least 50 to 60%. But we're going to remove this field right here. Okay, so we're no longer asking for a name or email. And then we're going to change this button to say, connect with your Facebook. So if they want to discover how to earn $600 commission checks doing very little work and receiving multiple streams of income, and they want to watch this video, all they'll have to do is click this button. There will no longer be a field here. So what we're finding is when you're out there running solo ads, people are used to opening up their emails, and they're used to seeing a lead capture page like this, and they're used to entering their name and email. When they see that there's nowhere for them to enter their name and email, they start feeling secure. They just see a button. And they say, okay, no problem. I'm going to hit that button, right, because you didn't ask for my email. What they don't know, this is where the sneakiness comes in, is you not only got their email when they clicked that button, you got their very best email because you were able to receive their email from their Facebook profile. That's the most valuable email you can find. Trust me, in all my years of split testing, there is no email that is as powerful as the one that you're going to get from Facebook, except a buyer's email. Like if they check out a JVZoo or ClickBank or something like that, those emails are pretty solid too because they want to get their product, right? But you're fine with Facebook emails. So this is the old way of doing things, okay? Now I'm going to show you, and I just did this one tonight really quick to show you because I can't show you the one we're doing for solo ads. But I'm going to come over here to Pages, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what we want to be doing. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. So if I come over here to View, you see that now I have another lead capture page, and we have this button here that says Connect using Facebook. Okay? Now I'll be honest with you, I'm having a plug-in conflict with my site tonight, so that's why let me go ahead and show you. So you know I'm not playing games with you. I'm a very honest person, but I'll come over here to my plugins. Something is having a conflict with the theme that I'm using. So I have all my plugins set to inactive until I can find out which one of these is being a bugger because it doesn't like something. So I only have 4 plugins active out of 22 plugins. Okay, so that's what's going on there. All right, so I'm going to go back to that page, and let's see. We'll come over here to this page here. I'll go ahead and click View. Okay, so here's our lead capture page, but notice there's nowhere for a name or email field. So when they click this button here, it's going to grab their email. Okay, now if I do it because I've been doing it all day, it's not going to do anything, right? So if I click it, we're going to see a black bar. It's going to say, please wait. And the reason being is because it already has my information, okay? But as soon as we click that button, that information goes into my Aweber or whatever autoresponder I'm using. I also have an Infusion platform for my license rights, so I can put their email inside of my Infusion if I want, or GetResponse or MailChimp or any of those, okay? And it's also going into Data Reach. Okay, so we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're not only getting them into our email list, but we're also getting them into this program here where we can dig down even deeper. Now, before I get to this, let me tell you the possibilities of what I'm showing you here. Okay, for those of you that follow me, you know that we do a lot of solo buys. All right, and for those of you that don't know what a solo ad is, it's when you want to build a list and maybe make some money at the same time. Then you're going to come to somebody like me who has a massive email list, and you say, hey, Chad, I want you to email 30,000 of your subscribers with my link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email that contains that person's link. And what I will do is I will say, okay, no problem. I will send out 30,000, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge you 30 cents a click. Okay, so she'll say, okay, if you got 30,000 in your list, I want 1,000 clicks. I'm going to say, okay, no problem. It's going to be 30 cents a click. That means she's going to pay me $300, and I'm going to send her offer to my list until she gets 1,000 clicks. Okay, so that means that we can send this page to somebody else's list, and we can charge 30 cents for a person to see this page. All right, and when that person sees this page, it's going to definitely grab their attention. They're going to say, well, what's this? They're offering me something, but they're not asking for my name or email. No, we just want you to click the button, and then we're going to go and grab your email address, and we're going to get you into our system, and you're not going to know. But guess what? That's just a start, because now I'm going to show you what else happens. All right, I'm going to come over here to Pages, and I'm going to go to that exact page that I just showed you, and that is a lead capture page. It's not Lead Pages. It's using OptimizePress. So you're probably saying, well, now wait a minute. OptimizePress is a theme. How are you using it with ChadNicely.com? That's where the trick came in. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm doing that. Okay, I'm not going to leave any stone left unturned. I want you guys to have all the pieces of the puzzle. All right, so I'm going to come over here and edit this page. And if you're not familiar with this, don't worry. This is not hard stuff. You just need to jump in there and start playing with it. All right? And I'm going to come over here to this WordPress tab. Now, Do you see where this checkbox is? It says enable data reach on this page. I click this, and then I can go ahead and choose my Facebook app ID. That's the same thing that's down here in the settings, okay? Not real complicated. Now what we can do is we can put a text here that the person that clicks their button, that button on that lead capture page, that text is going to share on their timeline, okay? So it can say something like, I just learned the secret to making $600 commissions on autopilot, okay? And it'd help if I spelled it right. And then we could go and we could put in whatever sales page we want, whatever call to action we want. And then we can go and put in an image as well, which will appear right here. Okay? So when they click that button, this is what's going to appear. All right? The page title, which is up here. So our page title would now be $600 commissions, no BS. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click update so I can see the title there. Okay, so let's go back into it. All right, and it didn't pull it in, but trust me, when it happens live, the title is here. It's just not showing in the preview. So whatever you have up here for your page title, $600 commissions, no BS, that's what's going to appear right here. So we have $600 commissions, no BS. Here's the link, and then here's the description. I just learned the secret to making $600 commissions on autopilot. So I want to make sure you guys are getting this. They click this button. As soon as they do, matter of fact, let me just try it on a different browser maybe. I've been doing this all day, so it's not going to respond, I don't think, but I'm going to go ahead and try just so you can see it. Okay, so now that's open, and just in case, I want to show you a screenshot from earlier, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click this here, connect using Facebook. All right, and this is what happened. I had this over here on my other screen, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay. Remember, I can't even remember the last time I opened Internet Explorer. It's been a long time, okay? So I don't want to save this. All right, so now it's saying Data Reach would like to post to your Facebook for you. Now remember, this is what your leads are doing. They are spreading your link for you. So I'm going to go ahead and say okay, or I can say skip. If I say okay, yeah, see, I'm having a browser issue because that link up there is not right. But what just happened is, let me go ahead and open up my Facebook. Okay, so you guys get the idea. No, that's not it. That's not either, huh? Let me try it again. Connect using Facebook. See, I think the problem is, I was on the call with the developer today, and this is what they told me. If you have already opted in, which I know that I have opted in, I know it has my data because I can see it over here. I'm about to show you the demographics. If you've already done it, then it's not going to work again, okay? So I'm going to come over here to Data Reach, and then I'm going to come over here to Statistics so you get the idea. But before I do, I've got one more thing to show you. So I think you understand, here's the page title, here's the link, here's the description. Now what you want to do is you want to come down here and click this here, and now you can choose the button that you want to appear on your lead capture page. Okay, so I keep calling it a lead capture page. I don't know the exact name, but this to me is a lead capture page. Okay, so this is the button right here. So we can go and choose any of these buttons if we want to choose this one. We do that. It makes this code. We simply take this code, and then we're going to scroll up to the top. We're going to come over here, update, And then I'm going to come back over here to this WordPress tab. Okay. And actually, let's go ahead and edit this page. Actually, I need to go. I forgot I was using Optimized Press. Okay, so my point is we're going to take this code and we're going to put that code in this page here. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky, and this is where I need you guys to have a lot of patience with me while I try to explain this to you. Okay, I am using a theme on chadnicely.com where this plugin lives, and this theme is called Montezuma. It was free. Okay, I was actually rebuilding my site and everything. I had Thesis, and I don't know, one thing became another, and I never got it done, so this free theme always stayed there. So with this free theme, you can't just go and create a lead capture page like this. So first I thought, well, okay, I'll go and create one in lead pages, because most people have lead pages, right? So I clicked here and I viewed this page, and I remembered that I could go and take lead pages and I could download this WordPress plugin, and then I would be able to have this page on my site, right? Because it's WordPress. The problem is you need the ability to drop in custom code, and you need the ability to remove these fields here. Well, you can't do that with lead pages. So I started really thinking hard about what I could do, and then I started exploring Optimized Press. I've used Optimized Press for years. But when Optimized Press 2 came out, they did something different. They not only released it as a theme, but they also released it as a plugin. I'm going to show you that. So here's my plugins, and you will see that, let me come over here to Active. I have this one here called Optimized Press. This is not the theme. I'm in my plugins, okay? So what that allows me to do is that allows me to create pages like this on my existing theme. And it doesn't modify the theme or anything because it's a plugin. So this is how fast I did this. I came over here to Optimized Press. I came to Page Builder, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and call this, let's see, we'll call it opt-in 5. All right, it puts my URL permalink there. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to choose blend page. I'm going to proceed to step 2. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the landing page. There's some other things you can do. You can do membership sites, all kinds of stuff. We're just trying to create a simple opt-in page. I'm going to proceed to step 3. I want you to pay close attention to this, guys. This took me forever to figure out, all right? And then I can go ahead and grab any one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy here, okay? I'm going to proceed to step 4. And if I want to, I can change out the background instantly. See this landing page background? Let me see if I can find something real quick because we're getting close on time. I'll go ahead and click Select Files. And let's see if I got something. I know what I'll do. I'll go to Media. I'll go to my favorite photo site. And let's see if we can find something in there. And we'll just go ahead and do this guy. Okay, I'll say Open. All right, and you can see that it's uploading the background image. This is how fast you can do this, guys. Okay? All right, Crunchy. All right, so that's uploaded. I'm going to say large, insert into post. Okay, there's my background image. No custom coding, nothing, guys. I'm not going to worry about my footer, size, color, nothing. This is a lead capture page. And then we just go ahead and save the settings. All right, now here is my new lead capture page. Okay, now if I wasn't having a conflict with this, I could come in here. Remember, I'm having that conflict with the plugin. I could come over here and I could go ahead and just delete these out. And actually, it's working now. Okay, and then we can come over here and we can edit this. We'll see if it opens. See, this is where I was having a problem earlier. I was really trying to be prepared for you guys. Okay, so that's what's been happening. I have a plugin conflict and I know it, but usually you could just go ahead and open up an editor and just change this out and change this out. But the key that I want you to do is come over here and delete this box out of here. Remember, we don't need fields, right? We don't need fields. We don't need buttons. Now, we're going to go ahead and save and close this. And now what we need to do is we need to go get our code for that button off of that page, okay? So let's go back to all pages. This is a page we just created, guys. And let's go ahead and scroll down to opt-in 5. All right, opt-in 5, it's right here. Let's go ahead and click Edit. Now remember, I showed you this a minute ago. We're going to enable data reach. Come back over here. The Facebook app is already chosen. This can be whatever description you want. This could be whatever URL you want, and then you could put a photo in there. Okay, I think you guys understand that clearly. And now we're going to go pick our button. Let's go ahead and choose something like this. Okay. And we could put in a custom URL if we want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop our Aweber code or whatever autoresponder you are using. Okay? This is where your code goes. All right? So what's really cool about this is you're able to link these pages to a different autoresponder. Okay? Because the autoresponder code is for that specific page. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and copy this code. Here's where the tricky part comes in. And I'm going to go ahead and say publish this page. That's fine. And now what we want to do using the Optimize Press 2 plugin is we're going to come over here to, it's on the Optimize Press tab. See this thing that says Live Editor? We're going to click Launch Now. That's going to take us to the same screen we were just at. Remember, we were just here a minute ago. Now, we got rid of the fields. We got rid of the existing button. What I want you to do now is click this here. And what this does, this allows you to insert an element. I want you to search for HTML. And see this, it says Custom HTML Shortcode. Click that. And then we're going to paste the code that we just got from that page. And then we're going to scroll down here and say Insert. And as soon as we do, we now have this here. Okay? Let me see if I can center it. I haven't seen that be a problem before. It could just be in preview mode. Okay, I'm going to say Save and Close. And now let's view this page. And there you go. That's how fast you can create these lead capture pages using these sneaky little tricky buttons without modifying your existing theme. Now, I got one more part to show you on this webinar, and then I'm going to cut you loose. Everybody that clicks this button, we are able to track everything about them as a group, okay? Now, you know how important that can be when you're doing targeting. So I'm going to come over here to this tab that says Statistics, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and choose my existing app. And now we have the statistics that have opened up, all right? And so what this does is everybody that has clicked that button, downloaded your free software, your free report, your free plugin, whatever you're offering, some kind of bribe, we now know statistics on that person as a group. Okay, so if you have 200 people that have gone and claimed that bribe, then this information here is all consolidated together as a group. All right, so some of the stuff we're going to learn is their top 10 common likes, the top 10 common groups they belong to. We're going to know if they're gender, if they're male, or if they're female. Now, I had a ton of data in here today, and I was working with the developers to actually enhance things, and what we did was we went and updated the plugin, and I pretty much started over right before the webinar started, okay? And then over here on the far right, we have the states, okay? So you see I'm in Wyoming, California, Florida. You can see the percentages are here, and then we have the age demographics as well. Now, the reason why this is so important is because we can now find a common ground with the common groups that our targets are interested in, and we can take these groups here and we can go and scrape them using the search tool, right? So we have one of my partners, Karthik. He has a pretty amazing group. We have this one called Photoshop Marketing. I Am Society Club. That's another group with one of my other partners. Turn Facebook traffic into customers and more. We have the Legacy Partners Group, online business opportunities, make money online, Legacy Masters, work from home, okay? And you can see all of this, all right? And let's see, you can see here's the UIDs that you can grab instantly, okay? That's how fast this is. So let's see, get group status, get group members, download selected. So it's going to work the same exact way. You come over here, click these boxes here, and then you can just go and start downloading these IDs, right? So if I click this here, it's fetching the IDs, and it's going to ask me which campaign do you want to put it in, okay? But I don't want to fetch these IDs right now because I don't have a campaign to put them in, all right? So I hope you see the real value with this tool and how laser targeted and laser focused you can get. And when you actually look at this offer, my good friend Ben Atkins is going to take you a little bit further with it. He's going to go a little bit deeper with it. And their membership area, like I said at the beginning of this webinar, they're going to teach you how you can use it for Teespring and different campaigns. They've got awesome videos there to get you started, way beyond anything that I showed you inside this webinar. This presentation was just to get your feet wet and give you the basics on what you can do with it, okay? So let me go ahead and conclude, and I'm going to come back over here to this landing page, and we're going to talk about the bonuses that are included with this webinar, okay? So I'm going to come over here to my main page, and we'll go ahead and pull this down. I'll come over here. Okay, there's that page. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see that killer bonus number 1, my good friend Dr. Ben. Okay, you're going to discover how to exploit custom audiences for maximum effect. He's going to let you in on the local audience hack. You're going to learn about the viral custom audience 1-2 punch, the local Facebook offer trick, the reverse custom audience filter, and so much more. Guys, if there's anybody out there that's running more Facebook traffic than I am, it has to be this guy right here. I don't know that for sure, but I'm just making the assumption. We've kind of compared notes in the past, okay? He's going to give you access to this event when you participate in this opportunity, okay? When you pick this up today, you're going to have free access to this event. And if you guys have ever attended his events before, you know that they're not cheap. Neither are mine. So we come down a little bit lower. We have killer bonus number 2. Now, this was at your guys' request. Everybody has asked me, how do you build up your fan base? I keep buying those 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent click courses. They're not working for me. I know that you know what you're doing. I know that you're going to hold me by the hand, and I know you have a way of reaching me that nobody else can, so please teach me how to do this. So whenever there's a need, my job is to provide the solution. That's why I'm offering the Fan Page Kickstart Live. This will be 3 live events. I plan on having them about an hour each, but excuse me, I know I'm starting to lose my voice. I know how long I can run, and I know how much value I can provide, and sometimes they go a little bit longer, okay? But I'm going to do my best to get you guys off and running. At the end of the first event, I'm going to give you an assignment, okay? And I want you to do those exact steps. And when you come to the second event, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to check in with people. I'm going to ask to see your work. I want you guys doing exactly what I'm going to show you how to do, okay? Yes, I love doing the training. Yes, I love getting the compliments, but what I love the most is seeing people take action and getting results. That's what I'm going to do on the Fan Page Kickstart. That's what Dr. Ben is going to go do on his event as well, okay? Now, when Fan Page Kickstart is all said and done, it will be a $97 course, all right? I've done these events before. That's typically the sweet spot. It's usually a $97 course. You guys are going to get a free ticket to Fan Page Kickstart as well as the Good Docs event, all right? But the most important one of all, something that you guys value more than anything, is my third bonus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with you. I'm going to give you about 2 weeks to get your feet wet with this software. And if you guys need help with your landing pages or anything that I showed you tonight, we're going to cover it on this Q&A session. It's going to be a live Q&A session. You guys are going to be able to ask all the questions you want to ask. any problems you're having with the tools, anything you want to know on custom audiences that I can answer myself. I don't have all the answers, but I'm very successful with this. Then I'm going to do my best to help you out. And if I don't have the answer, I definitely know somebody that does, and I will find the answer out for you. Okay? So any questions you have about the Data Reach software, about that sneaky little trick I showed you with the button, any questions you have on your autoresponders, creating landing pages inside the Social Mini Store, any of that whatsoever, we're going to cover on this live Q&A session because I want to make sure that we don't leave you guys hanging. Okay, so that's the presentation tonight. Now you're probably wondering, is this a $2,000 offer? No, it is not. Is this one of those $997 offers because you did this big, powerful webinar? No, it is not. Is this one of those $497 offers? Is it one of those $297 offers? No, it is not. And as a matter of fact, this software that I demonstrated tonight has been in use for about the last 2 years underground quietly, just being used internally by its creator, okay? So you can imagine the size of audiences he has, all right? This software tonight, guys, it was on a monthly plan. I think they were charging $97 or $47 or $67 a month, okay? They're not doing that anymore. You can get this software tonight for a one-time price of $97. Now, I'm already seeing a lot of questions come up as far as upsells. There are upsells. I will tell you, they all belong to Dr. Ben. So you know that it's rock-solid content. You know it's courses that can potentially change your life if you just take action. I'm not going to get into the upsells at all because I feel like I already took this webinar so many directions tonight. You don't have to purchase them. But I will tell you, most people that invest in Dr. Ben's products, as well as my own, see results. And there's been many people that have actually had life-changing experiences because of the things we taught you. And that's what I want you to get out of this webinar tonight, okay? 2 tools. You create those landing pages inside Facebook with the Social Mini Store. If you can learn to create beautiful, high-converting landing pages like I showed you tonight, maybe you need to get in the Photoshop Marketing University. I wouldn't mind that at all. Then do it. The second tool is you need the ability to scrape targeted audiences, and more importantly, you need the ability to keep them organized. That's where the Data Reach Center comes in. Okay? The little sneaky trick I showed you with the button and everything, that's just an added bonus, right? There's so many ways you can do it. You don't have to have a list. I already told you, get out there, buy SoloS, 35 cents a click. Okay? Tons of stuff you can do. They got giveaways. Why not go put one of those pages on your giveaway? See how it converts. I promise when people see that, they're going to be confused. They're going to be like, what? There's no place for me to enter my name and email? Is this person crazy? They just want me to click the button? Nah, we just got a little hidden agenda, don't we? All right, so one-time payment of $97. Okay, that's it. When you do that, my bonus alone will sell for $97. Okay? I want to make sure you understand that. This down here, guys, as soon as I get it all packaged up, make it look all pretty, will sell for $97. There will be people that pick this up for $97. I can promise you that when the doc goes and packages up his, he's going to do the same exact thing. I put mine in my licensing system with Infusion. He puts his products inside of Nanocast, right? This is what we do. We provide quality, then we package it up, and we resell it, okay? This one here is just targeted for people that buy this offer. So I won't be reselling this, but I can promise you I'm going to provide a ton of value in there, and you're not going to be left frustrated or confused or anything else. I'll take care of you. All right? So just these 2 offers alone would be a deal at $97. But you're getting this software where you can go and create campaigns, extract your leads, pull all the demographics you want, right? You're getting the software and the 2 bonuses, I want to make sure you're clear on this, for $97. That's it. You want to take things to the next level? Then pick up the upsells. But I'm not going to try to talk you into that. That's completely up to you what you want to do. I just want to see you take action. If you are not going to take action with this, don't buy it. Yeah, there's something you don't hear, right? I want people who are going to take action with this. Why? Because it's simple. You saw me go and scrape 12,000 targeted leads for real estate in what, 3 seconds, 5 seconds? I don't know. I forgot to keep track. It was fast though, wasn't it? We can go and scrape leads for real estate, doctors, attorneys, right? All of those. You can get these leads. You could be out there running profitable campaigns today. I'll let you in a little secret. We're here in the area running profitable campaigns, and what happens is when the doctors and lawyers and everything see our ads, they click our ad, and they're going to be taken to a page that says, hey, how would you like to have this spot here? How would you like to have all your advertising done for you? How would you like to have somebody run your campaigns on Facebook, the world's biggest social media system that ever existed? We'll do it all for you. Fill out this form. Call this number, right? I'm just kind of giving you guys some little pointers here. Tons of stuff you can do when you have these custom audiences. Okay, so I don't want this to run over an hour because we're going to have replays. If you're watching the replay, the comments below are not what's happening right now, but they're what happened during some of these replays. Okay, there's no trickery here. Okay, I don't want you guys typing something in saying, is this chat real? Is this chat real? It was real when we put the replay in there. Okay, but it doesn't matter. We've provided so much value here tonight. This is a no-brainer. $97 gets you this software, and it gets you these 3 bonuses. Okay, no catch. That's simple. All right, so you guys should see a button over there on the right-hand side. When that page opens up, you'll see that I have a link there for the Social Mini Store, and I have a link for this software. This is only for the software, okay? If you buy the Social Mini Store, I don't have a bonus for you. I want to make sure you understand that. But everybody's asking me, how did you create the landing page? I did it with the Social Mini Store, okay? To me, it's the perfect combination. Social Mini Store and this software right here, you can't go wrong as long as you implement what I showed you tonight. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule to attend this presentation. Hopefully, I will see you on the live event here in the very near future. And hopefully, we're going to be building up your fan pages for you. And just let me know if you have any questions, and make sure you come prepared when you come to that Q&A session, and just fire away. Don't hold it in. Let me know, and I'll do everything I can to help you. But, guys, one last note. I really do want to wish you all the best in your online adventures. Thank you.